If you don't like boring news but still crave the truth, then dive into The Robert and Crew Show. From mind-bending conspiracy theories to wild weather phenomena, we've got it all. Ever wondered what's really happening in your hometown, or what secrets the global news isn't telling you? We dig deep into the core of every story, unraveling the mysteries one podcast at a time. Join Robert and the crew as we navigate this vibrant, ever-changing cyberpunk landscape, bringing you interviews with the most intriguing minds out there. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a news junkie or a weather enthusiast, there's something here for you. So strap in, listeners, because we're about to take you on a ride through the neon-lit alleys of truth and intrigue. This is the Robert and Crew Show, where the future meets the fantastic.
Welcome back to the Robert and Crew Show. As always, I'm your podcast host, Robert.
And I'm the podcast co-host, Crew.
Nah, Crew tonight. I'm the co-host tonight. You're the host.
Oh, that makes sense because tonight it is my episode. And not only that, we've been dreading this. It was going to be a week, but we kind of figured we'll go ahead and do a day early.
We also can't forget about the special we had.
Oh yeah, the special. Such an amazing special. But one problem, World War III is coming.
Or that's what it feels like. We don't know.
A lot of countries sided with Iran.
Yeah, and a lot of countries also sided with Israel. So it's like you don't know really what's going on or what's going to happen. We got to give it a couple weeks before we can actually call anything, because there's so much going on. Like, we're not over there. We don't know what's actually transpiring. And those people in the Middle East have to be so scared right now. Like, I can only even imagine, man. Like, I pray for those people every day.
Like, did you hear that they shut down flights near over there?
They shut down a lot of stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
They closed down a lot of stuff, and a lot of people are basically living in their bomb shelters because they're scared for their lives.
Yeah, and not only that, Trump sent American troops out that direction, about 3,000 something.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with it.
I found that out today. Yesterday technically, because today's a new day. But I found that out yesterday on TikTok, and I didn't know if it was true or not.
I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up with it. I kind of got really bummed out when I first started hearing about Israel attacking Iran, and then all the crazy stuff starting to just happen, and it just bummed me out, man. I didn't want to keep watching something that was bumming me out.
Yeah. Which it makes sense, and looks like we have some comments. Two from Julie. I can't really read that because that's really small.
Just, hey guys.
Hello, Julie.
Hey, Julie.
Sit back, relax, and watch the show tonight. We're giving you the night off. You can come back tomorrow if you want. Yeah, but you deserve the night off. You've been on every episode of season 5 with us. We appreciate you. Just kick back and relax and enjoy the show.
Yeah. But just kind of bummed me out, so I stopped following it because I was like, there's only so much that I want to see every day of places blowing up and people getting hurt, and it's not fun to see any of that or hear about any of that. So I mean, it's something we should all know, and it's something we should all like really kind of pay attention to, but you shouldn't make your entire day just about all that.
Exactly.
But what have you been doing today?
Well, okay, so thing is, okay, so I had to go into work today, and I wasn't mentally or emotionally prepared. I got up early, like I
Right.
normally do, for when I have to go to work. Sat outside for a good while, waiting for the bus. It sucked.
I'm sorry, bro.
I was late to work.
How late were you?
30 minutes.
Yeah. My
Because
kid had some teeth problems today, so I couldn't get to work today. So I lost out on an entire day's pay today. So that kind of sucked.
yeah, I get that.
So
Yeah,
I understand.
yeah. I was waiting for the bus. Bus didn't want to show up, and I was like, I'm gonna have to call. I called my job around 9:40 something. I was like, hey, I'm gonna be a little late. Uh, the front desk girl lady who I know very well, she's like, fair warning, our our boss is pissy today, so prepare for that. He didn't give me he acted chill when I came in. He helped me uh swipe through the first round of rooms within 20 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So after that, took out trash, did the second uh round of rooms and went went smoothly. But I'll be right back. I gotta deal with a little nuisance real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously his cat is bothering him. And if it's not the cat, I don't know what it is.
It's the niece.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Well, tonight Crew's going to be going over Batman and the whole like family in the comic series and comic line. You know, I've always been a big fan of Batman since I was a little kid. I specifically really enjoyed Batman and Robin, and I read the comics. I had seen all of the movies, the Tim Burton Batman, the Batman Begins, Batman Returns. I saw Batman: The Dark Knight. I saw all of them. Every single Batman film I've seen. I love all of them. The old TV shows were even good. So I'm ready for tonight. I'm ready to hear what Crew has to say to me and to all of us about Batman and how he ties the stories together and talks about everything. Crew's been a hardcore Batman fan since he was a little kid too. So I know this kid Crew knows quite a bit about Batman. So if you're into Batman or superheroes, tonight's your episode. Trust me, you're gonna enjoy it. I was also more of a Marvel kid growing up. I really enjoyed Spider-Man. Spider-Man was my shit. Like I loved watching Spider-Man beat up Green Goblin in the movies, and I also loved watching Spider-Man and Doc Ock go at it. The original Spider-Man comics, oh my god, they were gold. They were gold. And just Peter's story and Venom, love it. And then like to go back to Batman, I always loved the original Batman series because of Joker. And you know, Batman and Spider-Man, I believe, are the only two comics that have collided with DC and Marvel that have actually had a comic together. I could be wrong. I could be full of shit on that, but we'll figure that out here in a minute.
Sorry about that.
Crew, is it true? I'm pretty sure it's true that Batman and Spider-Man are the only two DC slash Marvel comics that have actually had a comic together.
Don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's true. Pretty sure Spider-Man meets Batman happened.
Um,
Look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
hold on.
I'm using the phone again, or I would look it up.
Right. Hold on. I'm going to use Meta AI real quick.
Which, by the way, I'm coming in a lot stronger, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
And a lot clearer in 1080. Got that good, clear footage. It's so crazy, man. I was talking about how growing up, you were a huge fan of Batman, and I was a huge fan of Batman, and that you like what
Yes, Batman and Spider-Man have met in comic books. One notable instance is
I knew it.
in
I told
the
you.
1981 comic book Marvel Treasure Special, Spider-Man and Batman. This
You know how
comic,
I knew that? You know
how,
how I knew that? Because
how,
I read that comic, man. I read that comic. I read it. My
yeah, the two heroes team up to take on their respective villains, the Joker and Doctor Octopus, who
Yep.
have merged into a powerful hybrid villain. The story showcases the different styles and approaches of the two heroes as they work together to stop the villainous duo. Okay,
Yep.
so I did not know about that comic, so that's pretty cool. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so um, I got some information for y'all to go over. I had to step away for a minute, but someone back to bed. Sorry about that. So okay, let's see. Um, the Bat family refers to the group of characters associated with Batman operating primarily in Gotham City within the DC Comics universe. This extended family includes Batman himself, his allies, proteges, and supporting characters who share his mission to protect Gotham from crime. Below is detailed information about the core members of the Bat family, focusing on their backgrounds, roles, and key characteristics. As of the last update in 2023, note that the Bat family roster can vary across different comic continuities, media adaptations, and timelines, but it's cover the most prominent members in the mainline DC continuity, post-crisis, and New 52 slash Rebirth eras were applicable. So it's only going to give us the post-crisis and New 52 slash Rebirth ones. It's not going to give us ones beforehand. So starting off on the list is Bruce Wayne slash Batman. Real name, Bruce Thomas Wayne. First appearance, Detective Comics number 27, May 1939. Background, orphaned at a young age, typically depicted as 8 to 10 years old, after his parents, Thomas and Martha Wayne, were murdered in a mugging.
Gunned down in the back alley right in front of the sun.
Yeah, a
Horrible shit,
Gotham
man.
crime
Could you
alley.
imagine? Could you imagine being a little Bruce Wayne and going to the theater? I'm going to the theater with my parents, or I'm leaving from the theater with my parents, and then some gunman comes and goes, "Give me your stuff," and Daddy Wayne goes, "Okay, here you go," but they still get shot, and little Bruce
Right.
has to watch all of it.
Mm-hmm.
What a poor, poor, poor bastard.
Right. So Bruce swore to wage a war on crime. He trained his body and mind to peak human condition, traveling the world to master martial arts, detective skills, crimeology, criminology, and various sciences. As Batman, he operates as Gotham's protector, using fear as a weapon against criminals. The strict no-kill role in the Bat family.
Although Batman has killed people.
Right. the patriarch leader and strategic mastermind. He funds and equips the Bat family with technology, vehicles, and resources from Wayne Enterprises. Operates out of the Batcave, a high-tech headquarters beneath Wayne Manor. Key characteristics: genius-level intellect, peak physical conditioning, and unmatched detective skills. Often called the world's greatest detective. Uses a vast era of gadgets, or array of gadgets, not era, sorry, including the batarang, grappling hook, and the Batmobile. Struggles with emotional detachment and trust
Batman.
often creating tension with other Bat family members. Costume: black or dark gray suit with a bat emblem, cowl with pointed ears, and a utility. Uh, Here's his notable relationships. Mentors all Robins: Dick, Jason, Tim, Damian, and Batgirls.
Isn't it
Roman-
kind of weird that Batman always replaced Robin?
Mhm.
Like, isn't it kind of weird that Batman just had to be fighting alongside a boy named Robin?
Right.
Like, why? It's just kind of weird. Like, why did we keep replacing Robins?
We'll get to that.
Which
When I get
which
to them.
Dick Tracy was the best, by the way.
Not Dick Tracy, Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson. Yeah.
Yeah. Which he's my favorite. Which he's now Nightwing, but
Dick, I said Dick Tracy. Oh my god.
romantic
So
ties.
stupid.
Here's Batman's romantic ties.
Catwoman.
Selena Kyle, Catwoman, and occasionally ally Talia al Ghul, mother of his son Damian. Current status: 2023, active as Gotham's primary protector, often balancing solo missions with leading the Bat family and Justice League.
And didn't he also have a thing with Poison Ivy and Harley at one point?
I believe so, but it doesn't say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe he did, and he also had a relationship with Barbara Gordon.
Yeah.
Number 2 of the Bat family, Dick Grayson / Nightwing. First Robin, real name Richard John Dick Grayson. First appearance, Detective Comics number 38, April 1940 as Robin. Tales of the Teen Titans number 44, 1984 as Nightwing. Background: the first Robin, Dick was a circus acrobat from Halley's Circus, part of the Flying Graysons act with his parents, John and Mary Grayson. They were killed by a monster, Tony Zuko, leading Bruce Wayne to adopt.
Tony Zuko.
Leading Bruce Wayne to adopt Dick and train him as Robin. Dick eventually outgrew the Robin mantle, becoming Nightwing in his late teens, inspired by Superman and a Kryptonian legend role in the Bat family. The first protege and emotional cornerstone of the family. He's the big brother figure, often mediating conflicts between Bruce and other members. Operates primarily in Bloodhaven, a neighboring city, but frequently returns to Gotham. Key characteristics: exceptional acrobatic skills, trained in multiple martial arts, and a natural leader. Uses excrisma sticks, which can
Uses what?
excrisma sticks, which can emit electric shocks, and other gadgets inspired by Batman. More
Oh,
optimistic.
okay. So like
Yeah.
tiny cattle prods.
Yeah. He's more optimistic and emotionally open than Bruce, making him a contrast to Batman's grim demeanor. costume, blue or black suit.
Yeah, he rocks the drip with the blue and the black, and it's just dope. I love Nightwing. Nightwing's
Yeah,
the shit.
with a blue emblem, emphasizing agility over armor. Notable relationships: close bond with Bruce, though they've clashed over independence. Romantic ties with Barbara Gordon, Batgirl / Oracle, and Starfire Coriander in the Teen Titans. Mentors younger Robins, especially Damian. Current status: 2023, active as Nightwing in Bloodhaven, leading his own missions and occasionally joining Batman in Gotham.
Yeah, helping out Batman in Gotham.
See, his thing was when he got in his later teens, he decided to become Nightwing and leave Batman. That's why.
Yeah. Nightwing was always awesome though. Like I absolutely loved seeing Nightwing, the Nightwing character, and following that storyline and reading some of those comics. Like they were some of the best comics I ever read. Like Nightwing versus the Joker, that was a great comic line.
Did you know Damian Wayne ended up becoming the new Nightwing from the that one comic book series that became a video game as well, where Superman became evil because Joker killed Lois Lane.
Yeah.
What was it called? Do you remember what it's called?
No, I don't. But I know what
Well,
you're talking about.
yeah. So basically, when Dick Grayson dies during an altercation, um, Damian Wayne, when he got older, ended up becoming the new Nightwing. He only did that because Dick Grayson was like a big brother to him.
Right.
But number 3 on the list, Jason Todd Red Hood, the second Robin. Real name, Jason Peter Todd. First appearance, Batman, number 357, 1983, pre-crisis. Batman, number 408, 1987, as Robin, post-crisis. Batman, number 635, 2004, as Red Hood. Background: a street kid caught stealing tires from the Batmobile. Jason was adopted by Bruce as the second Robin after Dick became Nightwing. He was killed by the Joker in the Death in the Family storyline, 1988, but resurrected via a Lazarus pit by Talia al Ghul, turning as the Red Hood. Jason embraced lethal methods, clashing with Batman's no-kill philosophy. Role in the Bat family: the black sheep, often at odds with Bruce due to his willingness to kill criminals. Operates as an anti-hero, targeting Gotham's underworld with a more ruthless approach.
Well, Red Hood was technically a good guy, but was an enemy of Batman because he killed people.
So actually no. So
I'm confused.
so Red Hood is originally Jason Todd.
Right.
That's who he is when he's not wearing the mask. But when Jason Todd as Robin died because Joker killed him, right?
Right.
He was brought back by the Lazarus pit, creating the mantle Red Hood.
Okay.
And he became a lethal weapon. So him and Batman clash because he prefers killing when Batman has the no kill rule.
Right.
But he operates as an anti-hero, targeting Gotham's underworld with a more ruthless approach. Key characteristics: skilled in firearms, explosives, and hand-to-hand combat, trained by Batman and later the League of Assassins. Wears a red helmet and uses guns, knives, and other lethal weapons, contrasting Batman's non-lethal arsenal. Deeply traumatized by his death and resurrection, leading to a volatile personality. Costume: red helmet, brown leather jacket, and tactical gear with a red bat symbol. Notable relationships: strained relationship with Bruce, though they occasionally reconcile. Allies with the Outlaws, which is Artemis and Bizarro, and sometimes works with the Bat family reluctantly. Current status: 2023, active as Red Hood, balancing anti-hero antics with occasional cooperation with the Bat family.
So who's the current Red Hood?
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Number 4, Tim Drake / Red Robin, the third Robin. Real name: Timothy Jackson Tim Drake. First appearance: Batman number 436, 1989 as Tim. Batman number 442, 1989 as Robin. Red Robin number 1, 2009 as Red Robin. Background: a brilliant teenager who deduced Batman's identity by analyzing Robin's acrobatics. Tim thought out Bruce after Jason's death, becoming the third Robin. Unlike his predecessors, Tim wasn't an orphan initially, but was later emancipated from his neglectful parents. Took on the Red Robin identity after Damian became Robin. Role in the Bat family: the strategist and detective, often considered Batman's intellectual equal. Operates independently as Red Robin, sometimes leading teams like Young Justice or Teen Titans. Key characteristics: genius level intellect, specializing in computers, hacking, and detective work. Skilled martial artist, favoring a collapsible bow staff. More analytical and less emotionally driven than other Robins, with a strong moral compass. Costume: red and black suit with a stylized R emblem, later incorporating wings for gliding. Notable relationships: close to Bruce, viewing him as a father figure. Romantic ties with Stephanie Brown, spoiler / Batgirl, which Stephanie Brown is a spoiler now. And friendships with Young Justice members like Connor Kent, Superboy. Current status: 2023, active as Red Robin, often working on global missions or with Young Justice. Number 5, Damian Wayne / Robin, the fifth Robin. Real name: Damian Al Ghul Wayne. First appearance: Batman number 655, 2006 as Damian. Batman number 657, 2006 as Robin. Background: the biological son of Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul. Raised by the League of Assassins to be a lethal warrior, became Robin after proving himself to Bruce, initially struggling with his violent upbringing. Role in the Bat family: the current Robin, often partnering directly with Batman. Acts as a rebellious, arrogant younger sibling, clashing with other members but growing into a hero. Key characteristics: exceptional combat skills, trained by the League of Assassins and Batman. Uses a katana, shurikens, and traditional Robin gear, reflecting his assassin background. Struggles with his dual heritage, Wayne's morality versus Al Ghul's ruthlessness. Costume: green and red and yellow Robin suit with a hooded cape and tactical elements. Notable relationships: complex bond with Bruce, father, and Talia al Ghul, mother. Uh, Rivalrous with growing bond with Dick Grayson. Tense relationships with Jason and Tim. Close to John Kent, Superboy, and the Super Sons team. Current status: 2023, active as Robin, working closely with Batman and occasionally leading the Teen Titans.
Teen
Now,
Titans Go!
yeah, now we're switching up to Barbara Gordon slash Batgirl, the first one, now known as Oracle. Real name: Barbara Joan Gordon. First appearance: Detective Comics number 359 in 1967 as Batgirl. Suicide Squad number 23 in 1989 as Oracle. Background: daughter of Gotham Police Commissioner James Gordon. Barbara became Batgirl to fight crime alongside Batman, paralyzed by the Joker in The Killing Joke in 1988. She reinvented herself as Oracle, a hacker and information broker for the Bat family and superhero community. Later regained mobility, New 52, and returned to the Batgirl role in the Bat family. As Oracle, she's the tech genius and mission coordinator, providing intel via comms. As Batgirl, she's a field operative focusing on agility and detective work. Key characteristics: genius level intellect, particularly in hacking and cybersecurity. Skilled martial artist using tonfas and batarangs as Batgirl.
Dude, that Banks Tonfos.
Yeah, tonfas. Thank you. Resilient and adaptable, overcoming her paralysis to remain a key hero. Costume: as Batgirl, a purple and yellow suit with a bat emblem. As Oracle, she operates from a wheelchair with advanced tech. Notable relationships: close ally of Batman and mentor to other Batgirls, Cassandra slash Stephanie. Romantic history with Dick Grayson. Leader of the Birds of Prey with Black Canary and Huntress. Current status in 2023, active as both Batgirl and Oracle, depending on the storyline, often leading the Birds of Prey.
And Black Canary was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
The Canaries were awesome.
Oh yeah. I was a big fan of the Birds of Prey.
Yeah, the Birds of Prey movie and the Birds of Prey comic line was great.
Mm-hmm. And the show was great too.
Oh yeah. I'm all about the Birds of Prey and the girls in the comic series for Batman.
Right. Now we're gonna get to Cassandra Cade slash Batgirl number 2, now known as Orphan. Name: Cassandra Cain. First appearance: Batman number 567, 1999 as Batgirl. Detective Comics number 934 in 2016 as Orphan. Background: raised by assassins David Cain to be a perfect killer, Cassandra was trained to read body language instead of speaking. Rejected her father's path, becoming Batgirl under Bruce and Barbara's guidance. Later took the codename Orphan after Stephanie became Batgirl. Role in the Bat family: the silent warrior, excelling in combat and stealth. Often works solo or with the Bat family, focusing on missions requiring precision. Key characteristics: unparalleled hand-to-hand combat skills, able to predict opponents' moves via body language, limited verbal communication initially, though she's learned to speak over time. Deeply empathetic, seeking redemption for her assassin past.
Wait, she didn't know how to speak?
She was known as a silent fighter.
Okay. But I didn't know she didn't know how to speak and she had to
Yeah,
learn
she
how
was
to
trained that
speak.
way because her father, David Kane, wanted her that way.
Crazy.
Yeah. Where was I at? Oh yeah, verbal communications. Initially, though she's learned to speak over time, deeply empathetic, seeking redemption for her assassin past. Costume: black Batgirl suit with a stitched mouth as orphan. A sleek black tactical suit. Notable relationships. Views Bruce as a father and Barbara as a mentor/sister. Close to Stephanie Brown and Tim Drake. Current status 2023. Active as orphan, often working with the Bat family or on solo missions. Now we're getting to Stephanie Brown /spoiler/ Batgirl, the third Batgirl. Real name Stephanie Brown. First appearance Detective Comics number 647, 1992 as spoiler.
So this is probably the one that I read in comic books about.
Right. Okay, so I guess she's Batgirl now. She I guess because Barbara's now as Oracle. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, she's the new Batgirl. She started as spoiler. That was my bad because I forgot about that. So background: daughter of the villain Clue Masters. Stephanie became spoiler to sabotage her father's crimes. Briefly served as Robin the Fourth before being fired by Batman, then became Batgirl under Barbara's mentorship. Role in the Bat family: the underdog, bringing optimism and determination despite less formal training. Operates as spoiler or occasionally Batgirl, focusing on street level crime. Key characteristics: resourceful and scrappy on street level crime. Or wait, no, relying on determination and improved tactics, skilled in gymnastics and basic martial arts, using a bow staff and batarangs. Persistent despite Batman's initial reluctance to accept her. Costume: purple hooded suit, a spoiler. Batgirl suit similar to Barbara's. Notable relationships: romantic history with Tim Drake, close to Barbara Gordon and Cassandra Cain. Current status 2023. Active as spoiler, often teaming with other Bat family members or working solo. So she can switch between spoiler and Batgirl anytime she wants.
Okay.
That's cool. Number 9, someone we both already know, Alfred Pennyworth. Real name: Alfred Thaddeus Crane Pennyworth. First appearance: Batman number 16, 1943. Background: the Wayne family butler. Alfred
Yep.
raised Bruce after his parents' murder and serves as Bat family's caretaker. A
Basically
former,
Bruce's dad.
yeah, a former British SAS operative and stage actor. He brings medical, tactical, and emotional support. Role in the Bat family: the heart of the family, providing wisdom and medical care and logistical support from the Batcave. Occasionally ventures into the field for espionage or rescue missions. Key characteristics: expert in first aid, mechanics, intelligence gathering, dry wit, and unwavering loyalty to Bruce and the Bat family. No costume typically seen in a butler suit or tactical gear when needed. Notable relationships: father figure to Bruce and surrogate grandfather to the Robins and Batgirls. Occasionally interrogates with other DC heroes like Superman. Current status 2023. Active, though occasionally killed and resurrected in various storylines, e.g., killed by Bane in 2019 but later revived. Now,
They did kill him with Bane, didn't they?
yep. Now here
Oh
is
my goodness. I
here
forgot about
is
that.
other notable members. Kate Kane / Batwoman, first appearance, 52, number 7, 2006, background, Bruce's cousin, a military-trained hero inspired by Batman to become Batwoman after personal tragedy. Role, independent vigilante, often working with Batman on occult or high-task cases. Characteristics, uses firearms and red-themed tactical gear. Openly lesbian, adding diversity to the Bat family. Status, active, starring in solo comics, and occasionally teaming up with the Bat family. Then we have Duke Thomas / The Signal. So Duke Thomas is The Signal. First appearance, Batman number 21, 2013, as We Are Robin. Batman number 30, 2017, as The Signal. Background, a metahuman with light-based powers. Duke joined the Bat family after leading the We Are Robin movement. Role, Gotham's daytime protector, unique among the nocturnal Bat family. Characteristics, photokinetic abilities, tactical skills, and a yellow armored suit. Status, active, often working with Batman or on solo as the Signal. Then we have Selena Kyle / Catwoman. First parents, Batman number 1, 1940, background, a master thief turned occasional hero. Selena is Batman's frequent ally and love interest. Role, operates.
Yeah, she was the one that Batman always wanted.
Mhm. Her role is she operates on fringes of the Bat family, aiding in missions while pursuing her own agenda. Characteristics, expert in stealth, acrobatics, and whip-based combat. Morally ambitious. Status, active, often balancing her romance with Bruce and her own adventures. Here's last one on the list, and then there's other things I'm going to read as well here in a second. John Paul Valley / Azrael. First appearance, Batman, Sword of Azrael, number 1, 1992. Background, a genetically enhanced assassin for the Order of Saint Dumas. Later reformed to work with Batman. Role, occasionally ally, bringing a mystical and violent edge to the Bat family. Characteristics, uses a flaming sword and enhanced strength, struggles with his own program killer instincts. Status, active and limited capabilities, often tied to mystical storylines. Now, this says right here, the Batman dynamic structures. The Bat family operates as a dysfunctional but loyal unit. Batman as the stoic leader, Alfred as the emotional anchor, and the Robin / Batgirls as field operatives with
Of course.
varying degrees of independence. Conflict. Common tensions include Bruce's controlling nature, Jason's lethal methods, Damien's arrogance, and the struggling for younger members, Tim / Stephanie / Duke, to prove themselves. Teamwork. They unite for major threats, e.g., the Court of Owls, Bane, or the Joker, often coordinating via the Batcave's tech or Oracle's intel. Base of operations, Batcave, equipped with supercomputer, vehicles, and training facilities, serves as their headquarters. Additional notes, continuity variations. The Bat Family roster dynamics shift across DC's reboots, e.g., New 52 / and Rebirth. For example, Barbara's paralysis was undone in New 52, and Jason's role as anti-hero solidified in Rebirth. Media presence. Bat Family appears in comics, e.g., Batman, the Detective Comics, and Nightwing, animated series, Young Justice, Bat and Batman, new animated series, video games, Arkham series, and live action uh, Titans and Batwoman. Expanded allies. Other allies like Lucius Fox, Tech Support, Jim Gordon, Gotham PD, and Harper Row, Bluebird, occasionally assist but are less central.
And Mr. Fox was awesome.
Oh yeah. The Bat family doesn't typically include villains as core members, but some characters who started as antagonists have reformed or works with them at times. For example, Catwoman, Selena Kyle, was once a thief, but now often fights alongside Batman and the family as an anti-hero. Another is Harper Rowe's brother, Colin, who had a brief stint with shady activities, but isn't really a villain. Also, there was John Paul Valley, who was brainwashed by the Order of Saint Dumas to be a weapon as Azrael, but later he joined forces with Batman and even briefly took over as Batman. And let's not forget about occasional uneasy alliances like with Harley Quinn, who's been both foe and ally depending on the story arc. Though she's not a permanent member, permanent member. If you're, but yeah, that's pretty much what it gave me.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's a lot.
Oh yeah, there was a Batman. Like I said, growing up, Batman was one of my favorite comic book heroes
Mm-hmm.
to really get into. Like to see Batman go up against certain villains like Bane, Joker, and Mister Freeze and Penguin, and then to watch the Tim Burton films, and then on top of that, to watch the Christopher Nolan films. The the Christian Bale Batman was absolutely amazing. You know, the newer Batman with Edward, what's his name from Twilight,
Oh, you're talking about
Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad, man. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's actually pretty damn good.
It
They've
is.
they've never messed up a Batman film, I swear. All of the
Oh,
Batman films are
so
great.
okay. So did you see the Eternals in the MCU?
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember that one kid who he was one of the survivors, right,
Okay.
of the Eternals. Well, he plays Joker in the Robert Pattinson Batman,
Gotcha.
and you only see him for a brief bit in the ending.
Right. Are they gonna make a second one?
Yes,
I've been waiting for it. I'm like, when's it gonna come out? Because I really enjoy that one.
I enjoyed it because they really focus on the detective side of Batman
Yeah.
and less of Bruce Wayne, which was great because
Although I do like the Bruce Wayne story arc too.
yeah. Now I did like the fact that they kind of, gave us a different version of um the Riddler,
Yeah.
which was pretty cool. And uh
Although I'll
but
forever love Jim Carrey's Riddler.
oh yeah. But
I will forever love it.
The Riddler from Gotham was pretty good Riddler too.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about different shows and different comics and different games, you get to experience every different story and uh, arc and how
Did
they
you play
develop.
Arkham Asylum?
What?
Did you play Arkham Asylum?
I played them all. Yeah.
They're so good.
The last one I
Arkham
played
is,
was Arkham Knights.
yeah, Arkham Knights is really, really, really good too.
Yeah, because you could switch between all four of the you get to switch from Nightwing, Red Hood, Robin, the Red Robin version,
Yeah, I think
and
that's probably my
Batgirl.
favorite game.
It was one of my favorite games too. Yeah,
Yeah, my
uh,
favorite Batman game at least.
yeah, mine too. Now I did like Arkham City. I
Yeah,
did like
Arkham
that.
City was awesome.
Oh yeah,
So was Arkham Knights, or I mean
yeah.
Arkham Asylum.
I didn't really like Arkham Asylum. I liked Arkham City and Arkham
Oh, I
Knight.
loved Arkham Asylum.
But uh, now when it comes to Batman movies, I did like the Dark Knight movies. I really
Oh
liked
yeah, the
them.
Dark Knight films were great. That was Christian Bale's Batman.
Oh
And
yeah.
Christian Bale's Batman was probably the best Batman we've ever had.
Mhm. Well, no, actually, no. He isn't the best. He isn't the best Batman we've had.
Who would you say is the best Batman we've had?
The voice actor, um, Mark
That
Hamill.
that's not from the graphic novels and not
No,
from
no, no,
the
no, no, no,
anime.
no. Okay, look, he voiced not only in the animated series but also in the Arkham series.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I want actual actor.
oh no, he did a live action appearance in the Crisis of Infinite Earths CW
As
series
Batman?
as Bruce Wayne,
Okay. Okay, then I'll count it.
and he was an evil version of Bruce Wayne, a
I'm
crippled
still
one.
gonna say number one Batman we've had on screen for a long screen period time was Christian Bale.
Well, okay, so actually, no. Number one, hold on. Number one, actually, proven fact, and
Don't say it.
I'll say this why. Number one,
You see Brad Pitt.
all Adam West,
Oh, okay. So TV show Batman. Okay, that's fine. That's
or
fine.
now kid version, the one who played in Gotham. He did phenomenal Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
The guy who played in Game of Thrones as an older Bruce Wayne, he did a great job. Um, Ben Affleck,
Oh
perfect
yeah,
Batman.
Ben Affleck, not Ben. Or I was thinking of somebody else, but yeah, Ben Affleck was the other
Um,
guy.
Now, okay, then you have George Clooney, Val Kilmer, and then
Yeah,
um,
fucking George Clooney, man.
and
Don't
then
say it.
what's his name? He returned as Batman in the Flashpoint movie.
I don't know. Did Brad Pitt never played Batman? Did he?
No, okay, all right. So he was all
Uh,
right. The one who returned in the Flashpoint live action movie. He played in the first two Batmans, directed by um, Tim Burton.
oh, okay. Well, I still don't know his name, but I
Hold
know
on,
who you're talking about.
hold on. I'll look it up because now I'm trying to remember his name as well. He was a great Batman.
Well, Val Kilmer.
No, he was the second. He was the second one in the third Tim Burton Batman film.
I don't remember then.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. All right, here we go. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Okay. Yep. That rings a bell.
He was one of the best Batman.
I still got Christian Bale, homie. I think Christian Bale takes the cake.
Now, well, no, well here's why, because
You don't like that, but I really do.
no, don't get me wrong. I love Christian Bale as Batman. He was a great in the newer generation, but Tim Burton's goes to Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
And now, as for Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
She was a great Catwoman. Best Lucius Fox goes to
Morgan
Morgan
Freeman.
Freeman. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with Morgan Freeman.
Best Penguin.
Danny DeVito.
Actually, can't forget about Colin Farrell.
I know, but I like Danny DeVito's.
Well, they both did great. But Danny DeVito did good. And then the guy from Gotham, he also did a very good version of Penguin.
Right.
But best Joker,
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. Yes, and you can't forget about Jack Nicholson.
And then some would even say Mark Hamill because he's the voice of Joker in the animated series.
I mean, okay, maybe, but that's for animated. But when it comes to live action, you gotta go with Ian from Shameless.
Yeah. And don't forget about Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Oh God, not a great Joker. No. But anyways, we got some videos for you guys tonight.
Yes, we do.
With half the city feeding you sonar, you can image all of Gotham. This is wrong.
I've got to find this man, Lucius.
Why are you disguising your voice, Mr. Wayne?
The database is now key encrypted. It can only be accessed by one person.
Would you stop that, Mr. Wayne? I know it's you. I make your suits. Come on now. Who do you think? Oh, yeah, just walk away. There you go.
Somebody really talked over Lucius Fox and made that. That's funny.
Yeah. I saw that. I had to put that in there. So that was a fight between Batwoman, Kate Kane, versus Talia al Ghul.
Okay.
And the newer Batman animated films.
Interesting. I haven't seen that.
They are
Till
very
now.
good. They're very good. That's around when Damian Wayne becomes the new Robin and joins Batman.
Gotcha.
Nice. Very nice.
Robin 3.0. What'd you think? Third time's a charm.
So
What's that from?
and that's when Tim Drake becomes the new Robin.
Yeah, that was obviously Nightwing talking to Robin.
Mm-hmm.
But that
was
Robin was
also
pretty badass.
That was also Raven and Beast Boy.
Yeah, but that Robin variant looks badass.
Mm-hmm. And that was Tim Drake.
Yeah.
Well, the woman from the Court of Owls?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, no, not the woman from the Court of Owls. Oh, God, no, not her.
Right. Tell me where Bruce Wayne is. Well, I guarantee you'll regret it.
Alfred, I've got this.
Good cop, bad cop. That routine's a bit tired, isn't it, gentlemen?
Yeah, but I'm not a cop, am I?
So that's Alfred. on
Right.
Gotham. And Alfred was not only talking to you remember that one detective in the first Batman film, Tim Burton, who was alongside Commissioner Gordon?
Yes.
Harvey or whatever he was called. That was
Yeah.
Harvey, Alfred, and Gordon,
Right.
and a lady from the Court of Owls. And that Alfred is a badass.
Right.
Missing something?
Not in the mood for games.
I have a kid here. Says he's your son.
Are you all right, Master Dick?
I took the cut. I can take the stitch.
Maybe you need more anesthetic.
And maybe you need to go
Is this what you wore in training?
It's what I wore when I went on patrol.
The only thing it's missing is lace trim and a sun hat.
I'd like to hear that call. Hello, police? My son stole the Batmobile. I can take care of myself.
An alternate response might be, thanks, Batman, but I guess I expect too much.
Definitely a little shallow, but...
What are you reading?
Who the hell are you?
You really have a way with women, Grayson.
I'll be there in 5.
5? Where's the trust? He needs a hospital.
Batman can go to the hospital?
No. Take the roadster to Forest Road near mile marker 82 and wreck it. Dick Grayson will take him to the emergency room.
45 miles an hour should be adequate. Remember to tuck and roll.
Pretty screwed up you guys have a plan for this.
Look at you making an effort. So wait, does this mean Selina is two-timing Batman with you, or vice versa?
Don't you have something to do?
Nope. It might be none of my business, but I want you to know I'm for this thing.
Thing?
You and Selina. Bruce Selina?
You're right.
I am?
It's none of your business.
Hi, Selina. Dick Grayson.
Just us and Damien, not Gordon.
Who's Damien?
Robin. His son?
Robin, his son.
Now, you're gonna die with your friends. Dad! I see you've changed your mind. She's the one who told me that you all got back together. She's been working for me the whole time.
I heard.
Is that you?
One and only.
You finally accepted your true family.
I have. Titans are my family. Don't make me kill you.
Don't worry, you won't.
So that is Ravager and Nightwing versus Deathstroke on Titans.
Right. I didn't see that movie
It's a show, actually.
or show. I didn't ever see it.
It's pretty good.
I'll have to check it out.
Oops. My bad. Looks like I gave you the detonator.
You got to see how ruthless Jason Todd as Red Hood is.
Yeah, he blew him up.
Mm-hmm. Now it's Hawk he blew up.
Yeah. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might be able to skip the gardener this month.
Well, he was trained by the League of Assassins.
I myself am rooting for the shrubbery.
Really? Then what am I to you?
An unavoidable irritation. Busted.
I'll drive.
No.
I know how.
No.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you could be Robin. Well, you can't.
I don't need some insipid costume and a bird name.
At your service, Master Damien.
Where are the rest of the servants? You have only one servant? What? He doesn't deserve to breathe.
Uh-oh.
Good reflexes.
What if I had missed?
It would have hurt. Time to retreat.
I'm no coward.
Don't be stupid.
I know these mountains well. I've been climbing them since I was 4. It was a part of my training.
That's some training for a 4-year-old.
Bruce, chill. The rig is 50 miles off the coast. What's he gonna do? Swim there?
Let's go home, Damien.
I'll drive.
No.
I know how.
No.
The psychos just keep getting younger.
Nothing to apologize for. You take in this unfortunate child and give him a chance at a better life.
If that's your best Batman, you're not gonna fool anyone, Grayson.
Bruce Wayne on a genuine date. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. That's how they are with each other.
You're about to become compost. Using feminine wiles to get what you want, trading on your looks. Read a book, sister. That passive-aggressive number went out long ago. Chicks like you give women a bad name. As I told Lady Freeze when I pulled her plug, this is a one-woman show. I don't think so.
Curses!
Freeze is gonna ice the city.
I know. And you are?
Batgirl.
That's not awfully PC. What about bad person or bad woman?
Bruce, it's me, Barbara. I found the Batcave.
We gotta get those locks changed.
She knows who we are.
Guess we'll just have to kill her.
Yep, we'll kill her later. We have work to do.
Yep, we'll kill her later. We got work to do.
Sidekick. Replaceable. Stubborn. In over your head. Untrustworthy. A monster. Pretender. A pale imitation. A wise, cracking disappointment. Is that all you see when you see yourselves? Because I see more. Master Bruce saw more. He saw greatness. He saw potential. He saw the future of Gotham.
One hell of a great game.
What game was that? Injustice?
Gotham Knights.
Or Gotham Knights?
Mm-hmm. Or
Didn't
Arkham
ever play
Knights,
it.
Yeah, it's Gotham
Or
Knights.
no, I did play it. If it's Arkham Knights.
Yeah, Arkham Knights, yeah.
Yeah.
How many members of Batman's Bat family can you name? Let's go. We're going to kick this off with a big stinking cheese, the cream of the crop, the goat, the supersized Mr. McShizzle, the patriarch of the Bat family, Batman. This was obviously where we're going to start, but let's keep going. Next up, you can't have Batman without talking about the Robins. There are loads of them, but I'm going to stick to the big four, because there are four main ones, let's be real. Starting us off with the OG boy wonder, Dick Grayson Robin, most people's favourite. He eventually graduated to the role of Nightwing, the protector of Bloodhaven, Gotham's slightly less shitty sister city. And a lot of people, including me, would probably agree that he's a better hero than Batman because he combines Batman's skills with Superman's ideals. And then the second Robin, Jason Todd, he was a shit Robin. He was so bad he got his skull caved in by the Joker. But that's okay because he was then eventually brought back to become the absolutely insane Gotham City vigilante, Red Hood. But then the third Robin, the one who was objectively the best at being Robin, Tim Drake. This super genius detective figured out that Bruce Wayne was Batman and will one day become the world's greatest detective. He eventually took up the mantle of Red Robin. Tell me this pick isn't giving insane Kenshi vibes. And of course Damian Wayne, the son of Batman and Talia al Ghul, therefore the grandson of the demon himself. Always fighting his killer instincts, this guy is the jerk of the Bat family, believing that the Robin and Batman mantle are his birthright. He was pretty cool and deceased though. Shout out one of Bruce's oldest and most trusted allies, Gotham City Police Department's Commissioner James Gordon. But mainly shout out for getting down and dirty because you gave us one of the greatest Bat family members of all time, Barbara Gordon Batgirl. A genius to rival Tim and Bruce, she was of course infamously paralysed by the Joker in The Killing Joke, which led to her tenure as Oracle, Batman's woman in the chair, proving that she doesn't need to physically kick ass to kick ass. Of course, the original Golden Age Batgirl was Bet Kane, but no one knows that, because no one cares. Then we have another person who's been Robin, and that's Stephanie Brown, the daughter of Batman villain Clue Master. She's also been Batgirl, but of course she stepped under my favourite mantle, spoiler. And of course we have Cassandra Cain, the daughter of David Cain and Lady Shiva, automatically making her the greatest fighter in the Bat family bar the Bat himself. She has taken the mantle of Orphan, Batgirl, and my favourite, Black Bat. I would have to go to prison if I didn't mention Bruce Wayne's cousin Kate Kane, Batwoman. And of course we have the voice of God himself, Lucius Fox, Batman's tech guy. We also have Lucius Fox's two sons, Luke Fox Batwing, and of course Tim Fox, who likes to go by Jace, who in the Future State timeline became Batman. Ace the Bat-Hound is objectively the greatest member of the Bat family. Don't try to argue with me. If you do disagree, then you probably also believe the Earth's flat. And of course we have Batman's sometimes villain, sometimes ally, every single time love interest, Selina Kyle Catwoman. Which of course leads me on to Helena Wayne, the daughter of Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle, Huntress, which is a mantle that's also been taken up by Helena Bertinelli. And of course the dub of all dubs, Alfred Top Shagger Pennyworth. Batmite is Batmite, I'll leave this here, do with this what you will. And of course, Azrael, the Angel of Death, a mantle held by Michael Lane, but more prominently Jean-Paul Valley, who actually took over as Batman after Bane absolutely annihilated Bruce Wayne's back during the Nightfall storyline. Duke Thomas has also been Robin, but he's way cooler as Signal. We also got Claire Clover Gotham Girl, Harper Row Bluebird, and Minkoa Khan Ghostmaker. But that about wraps up the Bat family. Let me know who you guys' favourite member is, aside from Batman, obviously.
So who's your favorite version of Batman?
Nightwing.
Or Nightwing?
Yeah. Nightwing and Red Hood are my two favorites.
I like the comic line with the futuristic Batman.
Beyond Batman? Or Batman Beyond?
Probably.
Yeah, it's Batman Beyond, and I saw the entire animated series, and it was okay. I just didn't care for it.
Right. Well, that was our last video tonight, crew. Is there anything else on Batman you want to talk about?
Nothing else I can think of.
So that's going to wrap up our show tonight on Batman. I hope each and every one of you enjoyed tonight's show. From now on, we will be streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Kick. It's going to be Rob and crew on YouTube and Kick, and it will be the Robert and Crew Show on Facebook. The normal members of the show cast will include me, Robert, your podcast host, and
Crew, the co-host.
And then we also have Julie, who is on almost all of our normal episodes. So this season, there will be 3 people doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
As always, we may or may not come out with a new intro, but as of right now, this is season 6 officially starting. We'll see you guys back here again tomorrow night at around 12:15, 12:30. Much love from the Robert and Crew Show. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
If you don't like boring news but still crave the truth, then dive into The Robert and Crew Show. From mind-bending conspiracy theories to wild weather phenomena, we've got it all. Ever wondered what's really happening in your hometown, or what secrets the global news isn't telling you? We dig deep into the core of every story, unraveling the mysteries one podcast at a time. Join Robert and the crew as we navigate this vibrant, ever-changing cyberpunk landscape, bringing you interviews with the most intriguing minds out there. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a news junkie or a weather enthusiast, there's something here for you. So strap in, listeners, because we're about to take you on a ride through the neon-lit alleys of truth and intrigue. This is the Robert and Crew Show, where the future meets the fantastic.